Hello YouTube, thanks for watching. So in this video, I'm going to talk about creating content. Particularly in this video, I'm going to talk about video, and anyone can do this. So what I mean by video creation or generating video, this is using AI tools, and I'm going to talk about free AI tools. In fact, I'm going to talk about tools that not only are free, but are actually better in terms of quality, in terms of what you're going to get, than most of the paid tools. I mean, I've tried some paid AI video generating tools and I got pretty good results that I was actually quite blown away. But then when I saw this tool, I was amazed. It was light years ahead of pretty much any paid tool. But let me just share with you guys what I was able to create. So let me just open this. This is the video. So not all of this was created in the same tool. So what I did was I created the initial, so for example, this was created in the free tool I'm talking about. So you're really only generating like 5 seconds, 6 seconds or whatever. Usually a lot of the tools only allow you to generate 4 seconds. But as a B-roll or a footage, that is fine. It's fine to have an animation for that length. And then you can string them together or put them into another tool such as Canva and do some other things. And then this was done with a similar tool, but also free. And then actually this was this was another tool again that I'll talk about, which is free, but using similar prompts. And this was done in Canva. But a lot of the text overlay like this and some of the other things like putting the logo and stuff was using Canva. So Canva's also free. And also the background music was added in from Canva, but even if you can't find the right background music, even just uploading your video onto Facebook or Instagram, you can add background music from Facebook for free, and so on. So all the tools that I was using to generate this was free. So let me just, so that was done. So this is the tool that I was using. Hold on a minute. So this is, I mean, I think they're basically the same tools. I mean, well, possibly the same company. There's some similarity I noticed with these two tools. I'm not even sure how to read this. This is Chinese, but by the URL it says, and I'll put the link below. It says, I'm sure I'm going to get this wrong. Haiper AI or something. Haiper AI, and yeah. So it looks like they're the same tools. This seems to be an English tool. Seems to be presenting everything in English, unless I've got my translation. I think the translation is already translating it. It looks, I mean, this particular tool, I'll put both links, but it looks like they're the same company. This was in Chinese, but then I used the translation for the Google. So you just go to Google settings and you go to translate and make sure it's in English. So I'm on Google Chrome. But anyway, this was the footage from that. So I tested them all out. So I used this platform first, and then I tried this platform. But yeah, I don't know. They look two different variants of the same company. But anyway, yeah. So somehow I like this one better. So this is what it created, and I like at the end the way the cat turns and swivels, and as he swivels, it kind of shows the Live Good logo. Now, obviously, what I did was I had a very long, detailed prompt. But guys, I just simply used ChatGPT, which is a free tool. You can use ChatGPT and give it a rough prompt. You don't even have to be skilled in any way to do a prompt in ChatGPT. Just say to ChatGPT, I'm using a video AI tool. I want to generate a video using a text prompt. Here's the kind of style I want. For example, I said something like ultra realistic cat scene with a fireplace in the background, slightly blurred, with a laptop, and you can see it's slightly blurred in the background. The cat is visible in the foreground prominently for example, and then holding a plain white cup with the word live good, and I say live in orange and good in green on the cup. And you don't have to be so descriptive, but let ChatGPT build you a prompt, and then you can ask ChatGPT to tweak it. Say, let's include this or let's include that. For example, flickering candle lights in the background, or make sure that the fireplace is animating. Make sure that the steam is coming off the coffee, that kind of thing. That's the kind of thing that the video generation tool can sort of try and generate for you. So this is a free tool, and this is what it generated. And I was absolutely blown away, because very impressive compared to other even paid tools. Couldn't do this. The details. Sometimes AI tools tend to do some really weird things, like suddenly there's like two hands where they shouldn't be, or the limbs don't really quite work, or something weird. So, and then this one was from the same platform, same company. Notice how the flames are so well generated, and the reflection on the laptop screen. Now, let me show you. This was another tool I used. This is also free and not bad. I quite like it. Slightly, I mean, it's a good theme, and I like the kind of the style, but slightly, it's not quite as good as detailed, or it's slightly less quality maybe, but it's still good. And the actual animation, I mean, it really depends on the generation. Sometimes you can regenerate and it does it completely different, and then all of a sudden you get a good result. I suppose the only downside about these two, I say downside, there's nothing downside about it because it's free, but it takes a long time. There's a lot of people using this tool, and you get into a queue, and it can take 10 minutes to generate one 4-second video, which for me is amazing, because you're just sitting back. You could do something else in the meantime. But if it's not quite right, you'll have to generate it again and then wait another 10 minutes. But since it's free, it's amazing. This is a bit quicker in generation, but the quality is slightly less. But you can actually click this button and enhance it. You can also enhance another 4 seconds onto the video, and then you can repaint or vary the prompt, or even just regenerate, so that you can do a few things. This was another scene I did. So I like the fire. And actually I upscaled it, but I can't really see much difference. So this is technically in HD. So that's another tool, and that's called Haiper AI. I'll put the link in the description. This tool is actually a paid tool, but you can get some free credits when you join. And actually, sometimes you can get some amazing results from this that I thought was quite impressive in some ways. Sometimes you get some good results. So, but this particular video didn't turn out that well. It looks like the cat's on fire, so I didn't use that. It's a bit of a shame, but it could have been quite good. And I like the way that he's actually starting to drink. So the AI tool figured that out. So I basically used the same prompt. But they're all sort of good for certain things. If you want to have a prompt that's highly detailed and highly specific, you might get a poor result, or it might be a gamble whether you're going to get a good result or not. But there's always a kind of a help doc in these various AI tools, that you can learn how they respond to certain prompts and details. So that's something you'd need to look at. This was an image generator, so it's not video, but it generated a nice image. But you can't really make out the live good. But the good thing about images, it's still images. They're actually, in my opinion, easier to edit. So you could put this into Canva, and there's some AI tools in Canva that actually allow you to paint over certain things, like here, and then kind of delete this logo and then put the real logo and just place it over the top. So that's also pretty good. Never mind. So Canva also has a video generator tool. So when you go into Canva, a lot of people know Canva. So when you're on the home screen and you're in Canva, so let me show you. When you arrive at Canva, you can open up for example, let's have a look. Open up a canvas, a blank canvas, and you browse down. And what I've been able to find is that I managed to find this magic media. And then you can either generate an image from AI with an image prompt. You can click Inspire Me, Moon Rising Over the Mountains, Sine Waves Colors. Graphics, you can create graphics through AI. You can create videos through AI. They say it's an experiment, so it's kind of like a new thing, but it's powered by Runway, which is a pretty powerful tool. So let's see what it generates. Okay, so it generated it. Let me just click that and add it into the scene. So I think the prompt wasn't a full prompt, but and it didn't really do the live good very well. But actually, the animation and the cat, if that's what you're looking for, is good. So obviously I had some real specific requests, and I'm looking to put the logo, or the something specific there. But typically you wouldn't necessarily need it, just to give off a sense. And then you just, put, you can just edit, put text around or logo in the scene. So, I mean, I think the advantage of using AI rather than stock footage is that you can generate stuff that stock footage couldn't do, and then, obviously you've got kind of like three choices. You can either create the footage yourself using your own iPhone and generate the video, but you're limited with what you can do, or you can use stock footage and you're spending hours looking for the right thing. But with AI, sometimes you can, some tools actually allow you to create the similar character, but do it over again, so you get kind of a consistency of character. So that's quite powerful. And then you can also have certain customization. But the thing I like about AI tools is that you can generate stuff that stock footage couldn't do, such as like something almost weird, like but cute. Like in this case you've got a cat, but they're actually wearing clothes, and there's almost like in a mannequin kind of figure, but or body expressions. But then it's basically a cat wearing clothes or doing stuff. That's what I was trying to kind of do with this, is that you've got a human kind of, but it's actually a cat with a laptop in the background and a fireplace, and with the live good thing there. So you've got something that you could never find in stock footage, which is pretty impressive. Now, talking about image generation, is that this is a tool that I've been using for years. It's called Freepik.com. It's not actually, there's a lot of stuff that's free, but I use the paid version because I use a lot of templates. You can use for Photoshop documents, templates, photos, icons, videos, footage, you name it. But it's also got an AI tool as well, which is pretty powerful. And this is what I was able to generate using the AI tool. And I'm not sure if this is a paid version. I just happen to be a pro member, which is reasonable. And it has a lot of AI features in it. It has a lot of customization. You can change the size and the aspect and the kind of the what you're posting on, like Facebook or Instagram, or if you want a square image, if you want a classic size or whatever. And you can you do different colors. You can do black and white, pastels. You can probably you can do cartoon styles, photorealistic. You can do kind of like dynamic or epic style. You can do all kinds of different camera variations, lighting. You can do sort of neon style, dramatic, long exposure, indoor light, high flash or whatever. And usually if you don't know what all this is, usually the defaults will probably work, but you can sort of play around with stuff. And then this is what, and then you can regenerate. If you want to load more, you can see what else it comes up with, and you can choose which one you like and go with that. But it's all based on the prompt. And if you feel you're not very articulate and you can't come up with a prompt, do a basic prompt, and then get ChatGPT to expand on it, or to articulate it or whatever. That's quite nice. They're all pretty good, and you can keep just loading new ones and generate new. This is quite fun because it's yeah, something nice. And then ChatGPT created this, for example. There are other ChatGPT is not free. Okay. Now, if you want a free image generation tool, you can go to, for example, bing.com, and then you can go to images, and then you can go to create. So you want to create an image, and then I'm going to use. I know that there's a limitation as to what kind of prompt you're the number of text. I mean, it's all free. You get 15 credits a day for free. It's probably not going to be ideal, but it's just a short prompt. Well, that's pretty good. I mean, that's just a free tool. It's quite fun. It's quite good. Yeah, I like that. And that's good. It's got kind of an atmospheric, like mist, blurred mist in the background with lighting surrounding. The cat looks very prominent in the foreground. So, yeah, I mean, this was the prompt. Anyway, I mean, this prompt was generated by ChatGPT. You can pause the video and just read the prompt. But yeah, I mean, that just used one. I had 15 points and I used up one credit, and then gave me four variants, and I could do it again if I want, and then see what else what they continue to generate. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed the video today, but this is something that can maybe spice up your social media. But sometimes what I do recommend is sometimes like a picture like this, you don't actually necessarily, you wouldn't need to sort of edit it further, but sometimes you can put the image into Canva and put some text, maybe a logo, get ChatGPT to come up with maybe a 6-word text or a caption to put over. Ask ChatGPT what font do they recommend for this kind of scene. Okay, and you can describe the scene with the cat and ask it to give you a nice refreshing morning motivating prompt, that's kind of subtly pitches Live Good or whatever, or your brand, and then do a call to action or whatever, and then ask it to come up with a post. So you can come up with content within seconds, guys, using what the stuff that I've created here. Here's some of the stuff that I've created. I'll just show you. I save the stuff that I create. A lot of it's done with AI tools. The stuff that I've just shown you. Some of it's AI tools. Some of it's Freepik. This one, but Freepik has a lot of stuff that you can use that's already done. Artists have created stuff. But I save all my work, and then my team can get access to this, and then they can download the stuff. There's about over 400 graphics, maybe almost 500 now. I just upload stuff almost every day, stuff that I've created, and it's promoting our Live Good business. So even this was created in image generation tool, ChatGPT. I came up with a mascot, and then I finished it off with Photopea, which is a free. Photopea is photopea.com, which is it's similar to Photoshop, but if you have some editing skills, you can put stuff in here. I've done videos about using Photopea, that you can finish it off, put the logo in and stuff like that. So that's what I did. I put logo on her. Here's another. I finished off the AI generation of a shark holding a plain white Ziploc bag, but then I just finished it off by putting some branding on there, the logo and stuff like that. I also put it into Canva, and I did a little design there with Canva. So most of what I'm telling you here, guys, using free tools. Okay. Like this, for example, people ask me, well, how did you create this? Well, I started off with an image like this, but then I started off, it was, like telling ChatGPT or telling an AI image generation tool, to generate a kind of a modern graphic in the style of 3D perspective in isometric style. You've got this kind of isometric, I think they sometimes call it 2.5D. Okay, it's not quite 3D, but it's sort of 2.5D or isometric as they call it. And I said, plain black supplement bottles. All right, that's what they gave me. And so I was able to sort of overlay the label, and then, you can use Photopea to kind of add the logo, add the branding of the product over the top. If you want to go that far, it's up to you. And I did various things in the scene, and then I took it into Canva, and I created this, from an existing design, and I just changed the text. Sometimes, you can go to ChatGPT. What do you reckon about the text? Give me some suggestions. Give me a caption, whatever. So, this is Canva can allow you to sort of switch between a vertical view or a square view or a classic view or whatever. So, there's a lot you can do with this. Children's gummies, AI tool. I was able to generate a prompt for AI tool to generate this kind of scene, and I stuck the product in the foreground. So that was pretty cool. And then used Canva to put the text and the logo. So, and the icon. So pretty cool. And if you don't have any kind of editing skills or whatever, just use Canva, search for a template, a base template, and then just stick an AI generated image in the background, change the colors or whatever. And then, you've got something within minutes you've come up with, and then you can post on, your own personal unique content on social media. So yeah, pretty cool. I mean, guys, get in touch with me. If you want to work with me, join Live Good, get in touch with me. We can work together in our team. Okay, I've got a lot of done for you content, and I'm always helping the team. I've got a thriving Facebook group where I post in every day, and we can, get you motivated, get you excited, get you going. A lot of exciting things coming with Live Good. So really powerful things. Join me and get on my link below, and I look forward to working with you. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope this video was useful. See you in the next training. Bye for now.